everyone, TJ Fitness Deal News Reviews, and listen people, if you're in the market for a fat burner, if you need something to kill your freaking huge appetite, if you need something that will make your mood go up and increase your focus, listen people, you need to see this review. Together with me today I have Burn Stack by Fitness Stacks. If you guys remember, if you're not new to this channel, you've seen my review of Pre-Stack by Fitness Stacks, which is still one of my favorite angry pre-workouts out there. Listen, Burn Stack is a killer fat burner. I'm gonna take you through the label, I'm gonna tell you what's in it and why you should care, and then I'm gonna give you my personal experience using this one over the last probably like good 3 weeks. Then right towards the end of the video, I'm gonna give you my final verdict. Okay guys, so Fitness Stacks, a company out of Carolina. Listen, these guys have one of the best pre-workouts out there. I'm gonna link to that review below. Pre-Stack is a killer pre-workout. It is angry pre-workout. Anyway, this is the second product by Fitness Stacks that I'm trying, Burn Stack. It's their fat burner. What are we looking for in a fat burner, people? We're looking really for 3 or 4 things. One is thermogenesis, so increasing metabolic rate, basically getting that burn going, right? The second thing that you're looking for is appetite suppression, which, by the way, for me is the most important thing, because it doesn't matter how much thermogenesis you're gonna put in a fat burner, increase my whatever body temperature by 50%, I'm gonna burn, still not gonna stop my appetite because I can freaking eat a lot. Then the third thing that you're looking for is energy, focus, mood elevation. And the idea there, by the way, beyond the thermogenesis effect, is that you're dieting, life sucks, you're not in a good mood, you're sometimes weak, so you want that extra energy and that mood elevation and focus. Really, that's generally it. The fourth thing that you'll sometimes see is that you'll see ingredients around increasing your fat metabolism in the body, basically allowing the body to use more fat for energy rather than carbohydrates or muscle. That's the idea. Anyway, Fitness Stacks. This thing is stacked, just like Pre-Stack was stacked. Let me take you through the ingredient panel really quick, even though I'm not sure it will be quick because this is a fully stacked ingredient panel. Let's try to go over this one by one. And I'm gonna go over the 60 capsules version, so 1 cap, which means like you have 60 servings here. There's a 2 capsules versions that they put here on the label that basically is 30 servings, and that's when if your stimulant tolerance is really super high, and spoiler alert, you can handle 2 milligrams of alpha-YO. Anyway, let's go over this stuff that you have here. You have theobromine, which is it's like caffeine, it's 10% caffeine. It just acts a bit different than caffeine. It's a more of a prolonged effect. Then you have PEA at 75 milligrams. You have capsaicin at 75 milligrams, which increases metabolic rate and body temperature, which, by the way, this is a lot of capsaicin. You have NMT at 50 milligrams, again, or 100 at 2 capsules. That is a lot of NMT that, again, increases body temperature and energy expenditure. Caffeine at 125 or 250, which is not a lot. For 1 capsule, for sure, you're getting only 125 milligrams of caffeine. I'm going to talk about the experience. I actually like the fact that you can take this, have a serious effect without a lot of caffeine. Then you have Arrhythmia 50 milligrams, which we're used to see for mood elevation and focus. 50 milligrams and 100 milligrams is not a lot, but again, you need to see this whole stack together because there's just a lot of shit here. Then you have J-Regia, basically DMHA at 25 milligrams or 50 milligrams. Again, not a lot by itself, but it doesn't stop here. You have Igenomine at 20 milligrams, which is an energy stimulant, a natural stimulant. You have Nupet for mental focus and clarity at 20 milligrams or 40 freaking milligrams for 2 capsules. You have 6-paradol, which is basically grains of paradise. It's similar to capsaicin. It increases your body temperature and metabolic rate. And you have at 15 milligrams or 30 milligrams. Then you have, what do you have here? That's interesting. You have alpha-YO at 1 milligram or 2 milligrams. So again, for the people here that are sensitive to alpha-YO, I'm going to talk about my personal experience in a second, but if you're one of these people that freak out from just smelling or reading alpha-YO on a label, just stay out. And then you have Uperzine at 75 micrograms or 150 micrograms for 2 capsules. As far as energy, you have a lot of shit here. In 1 capsule, some of them feel underdosed on the label. right? You have 125 milligrams of caffeine, then you have the igenamine, then you have the theobromine, then you have the grains of paradise, and you have the DMHA, and you have the Araya geronesis, and you have the capsaicin, and you have NMT. There's just a lot of stuff. A lot of this stuff, when you look at the 2 capsules, seems more adequately dosed, for sure. But with 1 capsule, sometimes it feels like there's some stuff here that's almost like if you're a steam junkie, you're going to say, hey, will I feel this? Let me talk to you about my personal experience using this thing, because this is really what matters. When you have so many ingredients coming into the picture, it's really hard to isolate one ingredient coming out. So let me talk to you about, so I mentioned the things that I care about in a fat burner: increasing metabolic rate, increasing mood, energy, and focus, and appetite suppression, and fat metabolism, which you can only see in a label. Listen, people, listen. On 1 capsule, which means this thing has 60 servings in 1 capsule, the appetite suppression that I got from this thing is one of the best I've ever got in a fat burner. And for me, that's by itself. Even if it didn't even help with mood elevation and energy, which it definitely does, and I'm going to mention that in a second, by itself would be enough to buy this thing. The appetite suppression is definitely a top 3 appetite suppression I've ever felt in all my years taking supplements. This shit just gets you to not want to eat, which I totally love. At 2 capsules, you're gonna freaking hate food. 2 capsules, which is gonna be too much for a lot of you guys, because I'm telling you, even though like some of the stuff here say, hey, I can take 250 milligrams of caffeine, I can take 100 milligrams of DMHA, I can take whatever, 100 milligrams of Araya. There's just a lot of shit here, and if you already took a pre-workout before that, there's just a lot of stimulants. But I'm telling you, in the Alpha Yo for sure, not to mention the Alpha Yo, that at 2 milligrams, you're definitely gonna feel it. At 1 milligram, I think most of you guys are gonna be okay with the 1 cap. With 2 capsules, I think a lot of you people that are sensitive to Alpha Yo are gonna freak out. But seriously, let's talk about what matters. Appetite freaking suppression. This thing works. Listen, I've been using this. I take my pre-workout early in the morning because I work out fasted in the morning. Then probably like 4 hours after when I finish my workout, I take another pill of this, and this gets your energy up. I didn't mention that, but your energy and mood elevation is definitely there. It's not Erez mood elevation, crazy pre-workout mood elevation, but you're in the zone, you feel the focus, you feel the new pet coming in, you feel all these, the DMHA and the Raya. It's not a crazy laser focus zone, but I can tell you definitely this is almost like a nootropic. At 2 capsules, you definitely feel the burn and you start getting your body temperature up more significantly, which for me, if you like that effect, take 2 caps. I'm actually totally okay with the fact that I get my energy up, I get my mood up, I get my focus up with 1 capsule. Not crazy up, but I get it up, but it just kills my freaking appetite. Which again, as far as dieting, this is my #1 priority. Totally like this on 1 capsule. Totally like this. On 2 capsules, you're gonna feel appetite suppression even more so, but you're gonna get that energy increase and that like, almost like, no jitters, but you're gonna feel the burn. For me, I work during the day. I wanna take this and feel comfortable. So with 1 capsule, that was my sweet spot. I love this at 1 capsule. Now this shit is not cheap. It retails for $50 on the Burn Stack, on the Fitness Stack site, which is the only place that you can buy this thing right now. Even with our coupon that I found for you guys, it goes down to I think $43 or something like that, maybe $45, $44, which theoretically is expensive. But really, at 60 capsules, it's not. At 60 capsules, this is a decent price. You're getting a lot for your money. And like I said, if you guys, I would say this as my final verdict. If you care about energy, mood elevation, and all that good stuff, at 30 servings, which that's where you feel like super, super intense experience, this is a great fat burner. And your appetite suppression is gonna be a killer. But at 30 capsules, it's gonna be, at 30 servings, it's gonna be on the higher end from a price perspective. If what you give a shit about is you wanna be focused, you want the increased energy, you want some mood elevation, but what you really care about is appetite suppression. At 60 servings, this is a great buy. Listen, people, if this video was helpful in your fat burner appetite suppression decision-making process, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. I'm gonna link to the product page on Fitness Venues where you can find the coupon and how to save money and where to buy it below. Go save money, stop eating.